Hey, let's talk about ghosting really quick because I had two clients dealing with the same situation yesterday where they have either been broken up with or did the breaking up with their ex and their partner. And these were both long-term relationships and they're going through similar things, which is interesting. But in both scenarios, it's been about a couple weeks to a month where these women haven't heard from their partners. And all of a sudden, guess what? The guy reaches out and says, hey, I miss you. Just want to let you know I love you. Thank you for all this, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And the women, rightfully so, don't know how to respond because they're still reeling and dealing with the breakup in their own ways. And in my experience, as a coach, as a mentor, as a dude who gives decent life advice out on the internet for free, pretty much, I work with people one-on-one, typically when they're coming out of something like a breakup or a relationship or a job loss, to sort of improve their mindset and help them rewire their brain for success, abundance, and just to have a better life, build a better life, career, you name it. Both these situations, they don't know how to respond, and it's been a couple days to the point where they were asking me, hey, what should I do here? I am not a big fan of ghosting. And I think when people ghost, it shows that you are incapable of communicating. And that's no way to live your life. You want to be a human being who can communicate with other people, who can help other people understand what's going on, who can communicate their feelings. When you can't communicate, it blocks your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is all about speaking your mind, standing up for yourself, knowing what you want, stating what you want, stating your needs, being able to talk to any and all people, regardless of whether or not you like them or not, okay? These are extremely important things to get across. Now, if you're in a toxic or super abusive relationship and you feel a need to block that person, hey, you can do that. You can maintain that boundary. That's always your right. I'm typically not a big fan of blocking, especially for forever, because that's just energy that you have to hold that thing in place. Again, if you feel the need to do that, that's your call. I'm not saying it's the wrong thing. But I think you should always think about the long-term solution. If you can put something to rest, if you can have a difficult conversation, if you can write the end of that story, the end of that chapter in an amicable way as a decent human being, you have to be able to communicate. So in both of these scenarios, I said to the first chick, hey, I think you should respond here. And I think you should say, thank you for the relationship. I learned so much. You've really taught me a lot. And yes, this is difficult, but now let's take the time and space necessary in order to heal and move our lives forward in the ways that we both want to as individuals. I wish you the best, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, that's it. Leave it there. You don't need to say anything more. In the second situation, it's been about 12 days since this chick got broken up with, kind of a family situation with her boyfriend's family. And this guy called 3 random times out of the blue in times where she was either in school or she was doing something with her family. So obviously not an opportune time to pick up the phone from your ex. I told her, I said, I think you should wait a little bit. He did the breaking up. So I think that she should wait for a while until he reaches out with something more concrete. If he sends you a text or he calls again, you can send him a text later on. Hey, I'm super busy. What's going on? I've seen your calls. You can just ask that. Now, in this situation, she's also willing to take him back, which is either a good or a bad thing, depending on what she really wants. But she wants him to change. And I said, you can have a conversation. You can state the changes that you wish to see. And if he makes those changes, you can consider taking him back. It's not my decision. Ultimately, it's up to her. But don't be so quick to forego your boundaries, your wants, your needs, and do not be afraid to communicate them instead of simply ghosting. That is always a healthier way to handle things. And yes, I know it's difficult. Yes, I know there's emotions involved. But if you can always do that with friends, with family, with partners, at any age, this is always the right answer, okay? I've been ghosted a number of times from women, from clients before, in business, and it doesn't feel good. Nobody likes getting ghosted. The best way to handle ghosting, somebody does it once, you're just like, I'm done with you. Nope, no more. There's no second chances. So if you need help with boundaries, protocols, non-negotiables, and what to do, book an intro call, hit me up. I love helping people with this because if you get this right once, you will continue to get this right for the rest of your life, saving you time, energy, power, money, you name it. Your life will be better. I guarantee it. See you in the next one.